What's going on, guys? Second Amendment American here. It's a video I've been wanting to do for a while, just because I've been seeing a lot of misinformation about polymer 80s and a lot of people talking about shit they have no idea what they're talking about. Just a couple things are that they jam, that they're not reliable, that you shouldn't trust your life to one. Shit around that sort of talk. Today I'm going to talk about, obviously, my Glock 23 polymer 80 is clear, you know, no mag. Glock 23 polymer 80 build. I bought this slide brand new. Mind you, I bought it brand new. I bought this barrel brand new. I have put probably 3,000 to 4,000 rounds through this gun, and not one single jam up. Not one jam, not one failure to feed, not one anything. I will show you guys the internals. This is how the internals look. Same internals that have been in them since I built it. Keep everything nice and oiled. Obviously the slide. It has never once jammed up on me ever. And I have tortured this motherfucker. You know, I've shot 1,000 rounds in a day with this thing. Not 1,000, about 800. But crazy. And then other times 200, then other times 300, you know what I mean, till I got up to where I'm at now. But I'm telling you, if you have a good built polymer 80, you actually know how to build them, and you build it how it's supposed to be built. And my preference, you use all OEM pieces, OEM barrel, slide, internals, you know, mag release, everything, or I promise you, you will have a flawless build. But you need to learn how to do it correctly. You know what I mean? You need to know what you're doing and how to do it. Mill everything correctly, wet sand everything correctly, you know, put everything in correctly, do your holes correctly. You know what I mean? A lot of people say that these are easy to build. Yeah, it's easy to build a crappy gun. It's easy to build a crappy PAE. But to build a nice one that actually functions, and one that you can actually use for everyday carry as your everyday carry firearm, it takes a little bit of work, you know. But yeah, this is my Glock 23. This is what I carry every single day of my life. I don't go anywhere without this gun. I have a TLR 7X on it. I have a whole grip, and I have just an extra 40 cal backplate and a different sight in the front. It's like a glow in the dark. After it's been in the light all day, in the dark you'll be able to see it. That's all I've done to this gun, you know. Even the trigger is OEM. Everything on this gun is OEM except for that sight and that backplate. And I put a whole grip on it just because I have bigger hands. You know what I mean? I need a better grip. But I'm telling you guys, if you build your polymer 80 correctly, you take your time, you use all OEM pieces, you polish your pieces. You know what I mean? You buy a new slide and barrel, new. Don't buy a used one, buy a new one, you know what I mean? If you have to buy a used one, go ahead. But I'm telling you, if you build your polymer 80 how it's supposed to, you will never have an issue. Ever. Never. I'm telling you that. Like, from first-hand experience, you know, throwing thousands of rounds through this thing. That's all I wanted to say on the polymer 80 part. Now, I just want to show you what magazines you can use for this Glock 23. We'll start easy with the 10 round. Quick 10 round. Fits flush. Right? Then you can go with the 13 round. This is the one that actually comes with a Glock 23. This one's alright. I do like it. Fits flush. I don't usually carry this one though. What I will carry most of the time is the 15 round mag that goes for a Glock 22. It does have a little bit of extra length at the bottom, but that doesn't really bother me. Honestly, I think it looks good. Then I do have a 31 round stick for my Glock 23 as well, which is fun at the range. Now, this is probably the biggest one that I have for the Glock 23, which is the 50 round drum. This is also fun at the range. Obviously, I don't carry any of the sticks unless I'm going somewhere that I feel like I might need it. Actually, sometimes I do carry the sticks, but most likely I'm rocking the 15. Well, maybe an extra 13 round mag. But now let's get over to the 9mm mags, because I do have a 9mm conversion barrel for this as well. So I do have a 27 round ETS mag. Hasn't given me any issues. It's ran pretty good. 27 round ETS mag. And then last, I have the 33 round OEM Glock 19 mag. Those are all the magazines that I have for this gun. But like I said, me personally, I carry like this. I like it. 15 shots of 40 cal is great. I'll carry the Hornady American Gunner 180 grain XTP. And if I'm not carrying those, then I'm carrying... Where is it? Then I'm carrying the Hornady Critical Defense. Either or. I like Hornady. I'm a Hornady guy. That's usually what I go for. So I go for the 180s or the 165 Hornady Critical Defense or critical XTPs. But yeah, man, you do your builds right, you have no problems. Rack around perfectly fine. You know what I mean? If you're building guns and if you're trying to do a nice build, take your time. You know what I mean? Take your time. I know people that can build guns in a day, but I know people who built guns and it took them a week and a half and it came out way better. You know what I mean? Than the guy who built it in a day, who's been building them for a long time. You know what I mean? Take time on your guns. Take time on what you're doing so that you know once your gun is done, it's reliable. Obviously, you may have some hiccups, but break that motherfucker in. You know what I mean? Break it in, oil it up, and get to rocking, you know? Get to rocking. Again, this is Second Amendment American with my OEM Glock 23 build. I'm out of here.